I'll put that on the
Because
trash.
I'll tell you one thing, man.
Why you shitting on my
Nobody cares. Because welcome to reality, man. I love you. I was happy to be there for you.
I don't give a fuck that no one cares. I did it.
Exactly. Now, like Nipsey said, the marathon continues. So now it's on to bigger, better, greener pastures. You got that chip off your shoulder.
weed? No, I didn't.
So now you can stop looking back at it. Now it's time to move forward. And yeah, man, as you said, you know, me and the homie Mancini, of course, we trickled into your graduation late. Had a couple of brewskis out in the parking lot. Stumbled in there somehow. We found our ways into the handicap section. Literally like literally in the first row behind the student section. So it's like we were literally sitting like amongst the students. And that's why we were like, yeah, this is pretty much like graduating with Kenny and literally sitting on that lawn again, you know, which me and Mancini both did. And just seeing that whole experience was pretty awesome. But the other thing I wanted to bring up, besides, you know, congrats to you. You know, I'm proud of you. It takes a lot of extra something. Some people will call it stubbornness, to actually go back and finish at that specific. I mean, you could have finished your degree anywhere.
I could have finished 3.
But your mic is supposed to be muted. Stop talking. This isn't about you. But yeah, the point is, you could have finished it anywhere, but the fact that you went back and finished that, like, props to you. Takes an extra special kind of stubbornness, whatever you want to call it. But you did it, so props to you, man. But like I said, man, it's just literally just a piece of paper and a bunch of debt. So you got to build on it. Now your degree becomes what you make of it. You know, no one can take it away from you. That's awesome. That's great. But at the same time, the marathon continues. So on that note, I did get some time to step off the grid. And that's kind of why I'm saying all this, because, man, like, once you take some time to really, like, get off the grid and, like, really just disconnect yourself from your phone and being miles away from the closest neighbor and the closest person, like, you can really see how, like, honestly, like, this like shit, this clout shit, this social media shit, like, it really doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't even matter. Like, it's really, really fake. Like, and not even just in the sense of, like, oh, it's fake. Like, it's not real. Like, it's literally not real. Like, it's literally, like, made up. Like, the physical world is out there. Like, so many people spend so much time, so much money trying to go out there and see the world and get cool pics in Bali and South Asia and all these other different places, but you don't even take the time to literally go out and appreciate the wonders that are literally right here in front of you. Like, California is magnificent. It's literally the second to last frontier. It's a brand new plate that came up in the past 2,000 years. It has so many different climates that we've never even seen together. And it's like, people don't even get out and experience that. It's like, I don't know. We just really have to get out of our own heads, out of our own way, and, like, start seeing that life and the human experience is so much more than this clout and social media bullshit that these algorithms and these, like, you got to think about it, man. These algorithms, these computers, these are all literally engineers who are spending their entire 40-hour weeks designing how they can make you consume more of these technologies. So when you think about that, when you think about every app as like 50 different people coordinating how they can get you to click through that app, it becomes a lot different and a lot more hurtful and a lot less harmless than you just scrolling through your timeline. So I hate to go all libertarian and conservationist on you, but point is, sometimes you have to free yourself from technology, from society, to really see that this shit really doesn't matter. And further, the fact that it doesn't matter and the fact that you still do it, it's a choice. It's a choice. So it's what you make of it. Like, nobody says you have to get a career. Nobody says you have to go to college. Nobody says you have to care about any of this social media shit. But you do. And so it is what you make of it. And it is the value that you apply to it. So as long as you keep that in perspective and know that it's all fake and that you're doing it because you want to and not just because you feel obligated or because everyone else does, it's really kind of freeing and gives you a different perspective. So that's all I wanted to say. Cerv? Close this out? Since we're way over time.
No, it's pretty deep. I'll do short and sweet. Just piggyback off of what you two said. Just basically about your life path and stuff. Just it is important and it is true. Sometimes you need to separate yourself from all the bullshit. Because a lot of that shit, it's not worth it. I was just talking about it to my mom last night. I was telling her, I was like, I'm just going to say, I could be one of those girls who have tricks out there and be like, oh, I got my weave on, my nails done. I could have, it's true. If I really wanted to apply myself, I don't like to be that person, but I could. But I've been in that scene. I've been around people who got the money and the big ballers and all of this. And it's, I don't see I don't see how people enjoy it, and compared to when you step out and you see that, wow, there's more than just what's on this phone. There's so much more shit. And to see wow, I can step out in the world and, just more than social media. It's more than just the likes. It's more than what you see and who is, the next trend. There's so many things out there. And, don't be scared to get out of your comfort zone. What basically, I guess I'm going to end off this note. Kenny did it. He went out of his comfort zone. He went down this path, and college is hard. Shit, I did it too. And he had a hiccup, and he went back to it and did it.
7 hiccups.
Okay, I guess. I don't know the exact, but
Over unders 3.
I had a motherfucking seizure, died, and came back.
But he endured and
then died again. And then died one more time.
Oh my Lord. But I guess I want to say is keep going, don't stop, and what Pete is saying, you do have that choice. Life is what you make it. And also, you have a goal. I was experiencing, I was looking at other people's past, and I'm like, why are they going this way? And I'm doing the same shit as them, and how come they're going faster than I am, and how come they're at this place and I'm not? And I just want to tell everybody that it's okay, go at your own pace, because at the end of the day, you will see the outcome, and you will see your goal turn out to what you want it to be. It may not be at that moment, but just keep going. And self-care, just remember that at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself and do what you got to do that makes you happy. Obviously, don't go crazy and smoke crack and go down this fucking path and be like, well, it makes me happy. Obviously, you're being toxic. But what I'm saying is, do what makes you happy, and step away from social media. Step away from all the shit that consumes you and makes you feel like, oh, why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? I feel like a loser. Just, enjoy life for what it is. We're about to hit the summertime. Everybody needs to be out there enjoying themselves, thoughting, whatever y'all do. Enjoy it. And, that's what I have to say, my rant.
Yeah, and just to tie everything together, I don't want to ramble anymore on it, but it's just we have choices in life, and we choose to participate in these institutions, and you can choose to just be happy breaking your generational curse, just being the first college graduate. But I know you're capable of so much more. So just to bring everything full circle, And I know this won't be the last celebration that we have for you or for us. So on that note, man, this is Touchdowns and Tangents, the post-Kenny graduation episode. Shout out to the class of 29. Shout out to my girlfriend, Kelsey, who is also part of the class of 2019.
Woo-woo.
And shout out to all the college grads across the world contributing to the $1 trillion student debt and trying to get jobs. You know, if you see anything and you know someone who just graduated and who's looking, shoot it their way, man. If you can get them in at your place, do it.
And for all the graduates out there, don't feel discouraged. We all went through this shit. I was struggling.
Fucking sucks.
And then I'm still struggling now.
The only thing worse than college is when you graduate
yes.
college.
So don't feel like, oh, I did this. And why is this not happening to me? Don't worry, because it happened to the best of us. And it's all about who you know. So if those people are fucking working at whatever fucking network, it's because somebody, daddy knows somebody, or somebody sucking dick. It's one of those. Let's be real.
Okay.
So, I'm just being real because I've been trying to sit here and be like, how did this bitch get this fucking position? But I realized, she used to do some shit back in the day. So, you know, about what you know, about who you know. It's not about what you know. So don't be mad about if you're not at a spot right now. That's
it's not about what you know. It's about what you can leverage.
That too.
And most importantly, above all else,
titties and ass.
Above all else, it's about what you think about you.
Exactly.
Since I was 4
That's
years
the most
old.
important thing.
Exactly.
Since I was 4 years old, I knew, all right, I'm gonna graduate. That's just the floor. And now that it's like I'm free of that, it's like it feels like when I was 18 again. But this time I know what I want and I know what I'm going for, and the world's open to me. It feels like this is my second chance to start over. And I almost fucked up and lost it a couple times. And a couple people a lot of people tried to sabotage me, and not just people in college, but family members too. But you know how that is.
It'd be the closest to you.
I'm saying, and I was homeless. Like I
exactly, man. That's why. That's why it's not about like, oh, it's a new start. Like the things you went through brought you here.
They prepared me for
exactly.
For this.
So it's not about switching up. Like, oh, you're a head coach now, so now you want to be different than you were when you were a coordinator or a player. Like, be yourself.
Yeah. My thing is,
you're great. That's all you need to be.
Be you.
Be you.
That's the most important thing.
That's what we're all talking about.
Come on, you from Oakland. You
be
know
you.
this. Be you.
Be you. You don't need to. You don't need to start over for no one. You don't need
fucking facade. Be you, and that's why. Oh my God, like that's the one thing. Like I see some people, I'm like, y'all are just so fake, and it's not even like, oh, they're two-faced, whatever. It's just, this is not you. Like I can sit here and be talking to somebody, and then I get to know them better. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you have two different personas? Be you. Be you.
God
don't be a slave. Don't be a slave to nobody, including yourself, including Cloud. Yeah. Be you.
Like but anyway, I just want to close out just by saying I'm thankful that this journey, this chapter of my life is over, and I can start on a new book. Because one day I'll look back and read this one, and I'll be like, "Damn, that was a hell of an intro to what I was gonna do next, what I'm gonna do next." So, love you, Ma. Love you, Chelsea. I don't even know if y'all still up listening to this, whatever. But anyway,
probably not with your 2-hour ass podcast.
First off,
we only have 2-hour podcasts when you're on the A mic. Just letting you know.
That's not true. Actually,
I should be on the
we could check. We could check all the receipts, bro. I'm serious.
I think I should do the A mic so I can keep the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we weren't here for like a week.
No,
so.
Bro, nah. You can't make an excuse, bro.
Hey.
This is a trend I've noticed.
First off, this is a special episode, and you're not gonna blame me for it. So
no, you're definitely getting blamed for it. It's your special episode, so you're definitely getting blamed for it.
I mean, it's cool. All y'all tried to shoot at me at the table at Norms, and you still got clapped back, so it's all good. But anyway, we love y'all.
That's why you got. Speaking of clapbacks, let's talk about your boomerang hairline.
Oh Lord, good night.
Touchdowns and Tangents. Check us out on your favorite podcast app: Stitcher, Spotify, Speaker, Apple, Lumen, Stitcher. I've already said that.
We have like 37 apps we're attached to. But
shout out to the Good News Radio Station. Shout out to the X Squad affiliates. Shout out to FPC Radio. Shout out to every one of you who listen to us. If you can do one thing to support this podcast, please share it with a friend. Like it, subscribe,
You might find
all the
something.
above.